Everybody, this is Punk Rock Juggalo from FakeLovers.net. I'm here with Stocks Boogie, Reeps Rot. They're collectively known as It That Betrays.
Da 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 da!
Yay!
Alright, for everybody who's watching this video, can you give us a little history lesson on who exactly you are? How did you get started?
I go? Okay. As I think most rappers in the underground, did a couple of projects prior to ITB. I've been actually doing music for about 10 years, and nothing ever really panned out because, I don't know, dedication issues. The other guy didn't want as much as I did, whatever. And knew this motherfucker here from like way back. I think we've known each other for like at least 15, 16 years, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And
A long time.
we kind of parted ways for a while, reconnected a couple years ago. When do you want to do collab music? Yeah. So, and then we just went from there, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much like the same thing. Probably been writing rhymes since I was like 13. Fucking like ever since probably when I got into ICP. Fucking a friend of mine was like, hey, let's do an ICP cover band kind of thing. It was like, alright, you be Jay and I'm Shaggy. Alright. And like back then I didn't really take it serious until like we formed like our first group, and then like I wrote probably like all the lyrics, and then that kind of like drove me to fucking continue writing. And then once I started like getting a little bit more versatile and shit, I was like, I'm just gonna keep writing. And just, like to me, I felt like I was evolving, like I could see it. And then like after, you know, a couple of failed projects, pretty much always with the same dude, fucking, you know, eventually like I went to school and learned like, you know, some shit for recording and everything, and it took a couple of years to fucking get into it again when I met this dude. And fucking pretty much like he said, he was working on a solo track, and I was like, what's good with recording? And he was like, well, what do you want to do? It's like, I don't know, do a track together. And then pretty much it was like, I think we started working on Betrayer, and then it was like, alright, we'll be a group. And fucking he came up with It That Betrays, and yeah.
Speak. How did it come about?
This
This I could tell you a funny story.
I had it in my mind for the longest time that this motherfucker like came up with the bomb fucking idea. Like,
It is a bomb idea.
This was fucking him.
Alright. Look, so everybody knows, I'm a big nerd. Dude, I still play video games. I'm fucking almost 32 years old. I still play video games. I'm a comic book nerd. And I dabbled with Magic the Gathering, the card game. Yes, I did.
My brother's a big fan of Magic.
Yes, here's the big secret. Here's the big secret. It That Betrays is an old card that I used to fucking love the shit out of. So it actually, but I love the concept of It That Betrays. That's a dope phrase.
Yeah.
So that's when I brought it to him, and I'm like, yo, It That Betrays, man. It's us. We're the fucking outcasts. We're the ones that betray how normal thinking should be, dude. Like, I think even in the underground circles, we're still fucking outcasts. Like, that's how it feels like a lot of the time. I mean, which is, in a sense, for us is good, because that also means we think outside the box. So that's where that's what it seems like to me. It That Betrays, fuck you. If I don't agree with what you believe in or what you say, I betray you.
Yeah, and I use it as like a way that you'll never really be able to define us as like a one genre group. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
because you know, we got songs like Side I Hide and fucking like the whole fucking horrorcore for Tots EP, and like that's all what it kind of is, horrorcore. But then, you know, we got our fucking harder tracks that, you know, still kind of rap with like our style of wickedness, but it still isn't.
Doesn't necessarily fit into the basic horrorcore genre. It's like
So,
more or less doesn't, it's just outside.
Yeah, like shit like Welcome to the Underground and stuff like that, which was like the first single off of the mixtape we're putting together. You know, you can construe that. You can't really construe that as like horrorcore, but who cares about like these fucking subgenres, dude? As long as you're like making music that you are comfortable with and enjoy doing, then what else does it matter? You know, if you love the music that you make, there's gonna be like-minded people that are gonna fucking enjoy it too. It's just a matter of biding your time and letting them catch on.